We're here today to announce multiple state grants, but I wanted to just follow up on what Chris said. You know, there are people out there who say that government shouldn't spend money. Zero. Government shouldn't borrow money. Government should invest in growth. Government doesn't create jobs. Well, they're all wrong. Government doesn't create jobs, but it can certainly do the things necessary to lay the foundation to let the private sector create jobs. Without this rail freight grant that we're going to announce today, and it was part of the governor's action team dealings with Church Dwight, without this grant, it's likely they wouldn't be here. And that means 300 new jobs, well-paying jobs, wouldn't have come to Pennsylvania. So let me tell you why we're here, and I think everyone knows Eric Madden, our great Deputy Secretary of PennDOT, is in charge of rail, freight, and aviation. Today we're announcing $32.5 million in grants for 38 rail freight projects in 28 counties. This money comes from both our rail freight capital budget and rail freight assistance out of our operating budget. As Chris told you, $1.5 million will go to reimburse Church Dwight for the project that expanded rail access to this very facility. As Chris said, this facility will employ 300 new jobs. It's an undeniable fact that investments in our infrastructure create jobs. Not only jobs working on the project, and there were men and women working on these additional sidings and the like, but jobs because transportation means better opportunities for businesses, and they choose to locate or expand in the state that makes these investments. In fact, out of the grants we're announcing today, that $32.5 million in grants, we estimate that 2,500 new jobs will be created in 20 counties. The Church Dwight, as Chris said, noted in its application for funding that the availability of state funding for this rail addition was one of the factors that caused them to locate here. They were considering, as Chris said, 17 sites in 5 different states. And as the saying goes, Church Dwight could have done anything. They're a great company, and there's no state in the union level. They chose us because we have a strong record of investing in our rail freight infrastructure. And let me give you another example. Not too far from here, York Railway has a project that's received $308,000 to upgrade and realign tracks and replace 2 road crossings on the railroad's main line. They estimate that 11 new jobs will come from just this $308,000 investment when the line's connected with the Thomasville Yard. So, our strategy of investing in infrastructure has paid off in great job creation, great investment, and great economic growth in the